Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mysterious Mr. Ryan, and this is another room building video. On today's episode, let's build a modern cinema. Well, I say cinema, but more like a home cinema. Something that, you know, someone with a reasonable amount of money might have, or someone with just way too much time on their hands. So, let's start off by, what's that? That's 3, 6, 9. So, let's start off with a rectangle. A rectangle is a good starting point. Let's start off with a nice... This is a 6 by 9, so that's a reasonable amount of space in there. Maybe let's move it a little bit over on the lot just so, you know, it's a bit more... I say centered, I think I just made it worse, but you know, we'll go with it. So, inside walls, we're going to get a dark looking blue. I think that's what's required here. Quite a dark blue. I don't think any of those are dark enough. This, on the other hand, might be just a little... Or maybe that might not be a little too dark. We'll go. We'll see. We'll see. We'll let it fly for now. As for a carpet, I know there's the zigzag carpet stuff, which I think will look good in, probably in this. So that looks quite good there. Right. So no windows in this one. But what I am going to do is I'm going to put, there's the hanging curtain light things, these, and these come in black. That's brown, black and white. So, I'm going to leave that opening one there a gap. Whoops, let's move them over. Because this is going to be where all the screen's going to be. So let's put these up here like this. And these act as a little bit of sort of light. I say natural light, they're certainly not natural, but these get a little bit of light through here. And then what I can do is if I grab the columns, just some thin black columns. Actually no, maybe some thicker black columns. Maybe these are probably a pretty good idea. bb.move objects. So that's on. Right, that's not black. That is. Is that too big? No, I don't think so. We'll go with it. I can always change them if I'm not happy. So let's pop these in here, in each of the corners. I think I just placed one outside. If I did, that was unintentional. I did, and it was unintentional. Okay, so that looked good there. Right, let's get the cinema screen sorted. So then, the cinema screen, let's grab that from electronics, TVs, and the cinema screen. So let's get that nicely embedded in here. So that fits perfectly in this width. What I'm going to do is I'm going to surround it a little bit like an entertainment centre. I think I did in a couple of rooms in the past. So let's grab the kitchen stuff, and then with this modern style surface in black, what we can do is this will fit perfectly under the TV. And then what we can actually do is the cupboard tops to match will actually, with the small one, fit perfectly over the top like that. Now, I was going to use the big ones, but the big ones have silly gaps in, so I don't really want to use them. So let's pop that in there like that, and let's pop that in there like that, and that like that. And then what we can do is we can basically make ourselves essentially our own little entertainment centre. So what I imagine is in here would be like all your games consoles, your video inputs, all of your gaming and everything like that, so you could play anything you wanted on this massive screen. I've just remembered I haven't put a door on this. So let's grab the modern door, one of the reasonable sized ones. That's it, and this comes in this colour here, which is quite blue from the outside, but on the inside that matches that wall really, really nicely. So light though, light is going to be a problem in here because this is going to be a very dark room. A, for the fact it's got no windows, and B, you know, it's just in general a dark room. So I know there's these little floor lights, and what I might do is I might pop a couple of these in each corner here, and then also in the back corners, and then we get a bit more of a glow going on here. Seating. Seating's an acquired one. That's surfaces. Seating's a strange one because I don't want to do, because I've built a cinema in the past, so I don't want to build a cinema again, but I know that I sort of want to have cinema style seats, so I'm thinking something like this on each of these, and then what we can do is match it on the other side like that. So that looks quite good there. And then I'll tell you what, if we get a carpet, we can end up with a runner going up the centre, and that would be kind of like, so it's still sort of cinema-like, but it's a bit more tame than you'd find for a full cinema. I was going to use them, but I think they're a bit much. But this, on the other hand, is just what we need. So let's grab one of those there. I'm going to do a little technique here that I found a long time ago, which is if you want to do rugs but you're not sure whether, and you sort of want to get a bigger rug, you have to overlay them. Now the technique to overlay them is the last one you place is always the one on top. So in this case here, I knew that even though I've put 2 in and they actually cover the whole area, the line down the middle is actually off where I want it to be, or it may not be perfectly aesthetic to what you want. So if this is the case, what I'm actually going to do is place a 3rd rug over the top, and then this way, although you end up with 2 lines rather than 1, these 2 lines now have a perfect gap. I believe actually that was already centered, but I just prefer it. I think visually it looks nicer. It's the start and end of those ones. So there you go, a little tip or a trick in case you're ever stuck in that situation. So what I'm going to do is grab a couple of the potted plants as well and stick them at the back in purple. Pink, purpley pink, and then what we can do is fit a couple of posters on the wall. And I'm a bit reluctant to put much more in here. Let's pop that up here, and let's pop this one up here. And I think we're done. So I know it's a little bit of a shorter video for today, but I hope you liked it nonetheless. And yeah, anything else I want to put in here before we go? No, I don't think so. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. If you have liked this video, why not give it a thumbs up and consider getting subscribed. And don't forget, if you want to stay up to date with my latest projects or cast your vote in the next room in the Let's Build series, head over to my Twitter, links on your screen in the description box down below. Finally, if you've been checking out all that great stuff and want to watch another video, give either of the 2 icons on the top of your screen a cheeky click to be taken to one of my other playlists. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm out, stay awesome, and I'll see you next video.